In the World Cup, you may have looked at the clock and it said 46 minutes, then 25 minutes later it says the same thing. So today we're explaining how time works in soccer or football. In the game, there's a running clock that only ever stops after a half. So if we look at a timeline of one game from top to bottom here, you have one big block in blue that would be a full 45-minute half. Now while the clock never stops, the game sometimes does, here with these black lines. Say someone is injured on the field, celebrating after a goal, or it's during the 3-minute mandatory hydration break at this World Cup. Each of these little moments are added up by the referee and then tacked onto the end of the half as what's called stoppage time, here with this black bar. So the half gets extended by roughly the same amount of time that was spent with the game stopped, usually between 4 and 10 minutes, and notated by a referee holding up a board with a number and then a box next to the score bug on the TV like this. The tricky part is when we add in a second half here as another blue box, it always starts at 45 minutes. So even though you may have just seen the clock say 50 minutes in stoppage time in the first half, you'll also see it say 50 minutes in the regular run of play in the second half, where it happens all over again. You're not going crazy, and it's not Hermione's time turner, it's just the rules of the game. That's stoppage time, but you may have also been hearing the words extra time, which is actually different. In the knockout rounds of a tournament, if two teams are tied after the first two halves, the game goes to extra time, where it's two extra 15-minute halves shown here in red to try and decide the game. The kicker is that extra time also has its own stoppage time here on the right, which can certainly get confusing with the double times we talked about earlier. And if it's somehow still tied after 120 plus minutes, that's when it goes to a penalty shootout. This info is better late than never, as there's just 4 more games in this World Cup, but follow here for more sports data visualizations.